What's up, guys? 2023's Diecast Car Show is underway, and I cannot thank you all for your participation. We had a lot of entries. We had to filter out some were a little bit blurry, so if you don't see your car in here, please bear with me. We had over 500 photos to filter through, but the first one up is from TAKI'S Addiction. This RX-7 is beautiful, perfect color setup. You have that nice cherry red with the bronze and copper lipped rims. I think that is just an awesome setup, and he has some awesome cars in the background as well. The 300ZX, the Prelude, and it looks like maybe a Evo, I don't know, but very, very well built. And then we got Jesse's Diecast Garage. We got some vans in the house for all you Dodge lovers out there. Look at the stance of that, perfect color choice as well. You got that burnt orange, just beautiful. And this one right here, I really love the throwback look to it. Just blue with the white panel with the pinstripe outlined in yellow. Just, yeah, that is nice. Very, very nice. So Jesse knocked this one out of the park along with the Roadrunner. Check this out. This one is hoodless. And I love the yellow, of course, the black top, open hood, just showing off that Mopar power. So of course, awesome, awesome casting right there. Now this is the Gotta Go treasure hunt my man converted into a flatbed. I think this is very unique. Hot Wheels definitely needs to do something along these lines. I think that just looks really sweet. So yeah, awesome stuff. And then Adam Moore comes in with the fastbacks. I want to say that's a California special. I can't really tell. But you can see he did a color change, wheel swap, added some details for those Shelby style taillights in the back. So I don't know if it looks like a 68. Then of course you got the GT500 right here with some meaty tires. And I love the diorama you have in the setup right there in the back. I'm curious on what that red car is, but love the Mustangs. Of course, the fastbacks are definitely the way to go in my opinion. But there you go. So Nissan R35 Bounty Hunter in the house with some JDM love. We got the R35 repping the police livery. I think this is a Majorette if I'm not mistaken. I had this at one point, but awesome casting as well. All right, here we go. Strictly Diecast bringing in the 24/7. Now this is highly based off the RX-7, so it's a modified version of an RX-7. You can see a lot of the attributes of it, but oh my gosh, that purple on black with the chrome 5 spokes, man, that is cherry. Absolutely love it. You got the heat extractors. Yeah, that car is just gorgeous. And then we got a 6-wheel Bronco. Now this is the Bronco Sport with the really nice pearlescent blue, and then followed up by the GT500 in lime green. Ben's actually been putting some really good content out there, so definitely check out his channel. You got the Supra right here with the shaved wing, and I'm not too sure if this is an Eclipse. Kind of looks like an Eclipse, maybe a 350Z. And then of course finishing up with the Porsche in blue with the white 5 slots. A very nice choice of wheel. Now JDC, Jay's Diecast Creation in the house with the 55 gasser, except my man went with the slammed look, which I love that on these 55s, especially with the gold wheels and red tires. Love it. So nice gold. Love the open hood. Of course, the details on this are just beautiful. So Jay, my man, came in with the heat, and Johnny Michael coming in with the Ram 2500, I believe. This thing is just, it looks so realistic. Like, look at the angles, the way the paint just looks very deep. I love this truck. Like, I can see why this was his favorite one to send in, because it looks super realistic. And then we got Osvaldo from Hot Wheels GR19 with the S14 out of the Ultra Hot series, which is a Target exclusive, but he couldn't stand the Ultra Hot wheels and threw on some perfectly fitted chrome 10-spoke reel riders, which I think complements that car to the fullest. And of course, I'm really digging the backdrop right there. You got the speed loop, the Hot Wheels little race city. And then Chad KREMER in the 99 Mustang. I think this is a 118 scale if I'm not mistaken, and he is wrapping it. Our first ever wrapped diecast on this channel. Now this is probably the coolest thing I've seen. I've always been curious on doing it, but the satin blue, I think that looks phenomenal. So you got to let me know what else you do as far as wrapping diecast, because that's really cool. Big Daddy diecast, of course, in the house with the Chevelle SS in blue. Beautiful recolor, massive staggered wheels. Love the huge wheels. It gives it a nice rake to it. Of course, you got the detailed tail lights, of course, in the back, and the exposed motor. Which, oh my gosh, that engine bay looks good. I think you knocked that one out of the park. And I think this is a delivery, mid to late 30s. You guys comment down below. 30s Ford. I absolutely love the rusty patina look to it. Of course, that is just natural. And of course, automotive history through diecast coming in with the Chucky square body, followed up by the cool combi with the Ghostbusters on there. I think these are really cool. The HKS square body, all you square body lovers out there, I'm sure you're drooling over these. I like the wheels that were on that. Of course, you got the Pac-Man combi. You can't have a combi without some Pac-Man on there. And finishing with the 55 gasser with the Wild Child deco and gold 5 spokes. But this one right here, guys, the Grinch, I freaking love this car. The tires in the back with the candy cane choice. And of course, the blue chrome Porsche with the 50th. Now we got Sean Levick in an S197 05 to 09 Mustang, but this is a drag build. I think it's a John Prudhomme. But man, look at that. Forward opening hood. You got the drag wing, drag setup on this. Now I know he mentioned in the background he is setting up a new man cave for his collection. And Robbie King is in the house with the 55 gasser with the Mystery Machine livery. Just, oh my gosh, I don't know. It's beautiful. It is just a beautiful, beautiful build. Making a super cheap casting into cars like this, like the Chevelle version of the El Camino. That is beautiful. The blue metallic separated by silver and black. The Real Rider Michelins on here. That is just a beautiful one. You got the tonneau cover in the back. And of course, you got the Firebird. You got the pearl white with the blue Firebird rocked on the hood. Nice taillight details. The wheels, of course, of choice. And I love his backdrop. It's like the bird is flying in the sky. I love that. That is so creative. And of course, you got the GTO in blue. Michelin's as well. Love the checker setup. Kind of want to do something similar to that, but man, that just looks good. The gloss, you can see a lot of depth in that paint. Just well done. Robbie King makes some beautiful customs. Another one right here, I think this is a 69 Camaro, maybe a Copo, but a beautiful teal. That is just gorgeous. But you guys let me know. These are just some beautiful builds so far. I mean, we have them from all over the world, all over the states. We got some like this right here. Oh my gosh. This big body Mopar is just beautiful. Love the blue with the black top. Of course, Michelin's, I think it is. I think I can see some Michelin's. Or no, those are some Goodyear Eagles wrapped on those tires. Just out of this world beautiful. And of course, the pink 55 or maybe 57. You guys comment down below. I'm not too familiar with separating the 55s and 57s. Either way, the Tri-5s are just beautiful. I love the flare of the body on these. It's just the staple of a Chevy. And then of course this one, I think this is the Maverick Grabber if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, another beautiful color. I love how he did the taillights and the deck lid blacked out with the red lens. I think that looks great, especially with the torque thrust or American bullet wheels on there. And of course, gotta have the GT500. Look at that red, guys. Beautiful. Of course, I'm biased because I absolutely love red, and of course it is a GT500. And of course, throwing on the Redline Real Riders with those torque thrusts was beautiful choice. And then of course the Chevelle. This thing is just wow. Look at that. That burnt orange is. And you know, guys, a lot of people sent multiples, and I tried to balance it out, you know, have a max of 5. But some of these builds, I really want to showcase for all of you out there to see. Gary Redman in the house with the Camaro without the hood. Of course, you got the Redline wheels, lime green. You got some beautiful cars in the background. You see a Porsche, another Mustang. And I'm definitely digging that matte. I got to get one of those too, especially for the photo op. Then you got the police car right there. That's actually Pretty hard one to find, especially in the black and white livery. Tow truck, super genius. Love the little diorama. 68 Tune Mustang from Richard West in a really nice teal. That is an awesome color. Bone shaker as well. You got some Real Riders, a nice satin maroon finish. Just very clean, very subtle, but those back tires are what makes the bone shaker the bone shaker. Look how meaty those are. That is just too cool. And this is what I love about this car show, guys. There are just so many cars out there that are just, I'm just drooling over it. Paul Dave's in the house with the purple R35. I don't know if this is an anniversary version of the Majorette. I thought it was. I couldn't find anything on it in time for you guys, but you guys let me know. But Paul Dave's definitely represents the R35 with the purple and bronze wheels. I think that is a gorgeous one. Then we got Kelly Rose square body first off wheels. Those are probably the best wheels you could throw on a square body. And then of course you followed up by the Chevy Impala in silver. Then you got, oh man, I can't remember which Mopar this is. Beautiful green though, that green. Then you got the 56 Ford with the Hot Wheels patina, Real Rider swap. And then the 49 Ford, I believe, lime green, Trap 5s. That looks good. That looks really good. Firebird as well. Love the flames. Real Riders look good on there. Just well done, guys. Frank Vincent with the lifted CUDA. Look at all these Mopar guys are probably drooling. Maybe not. I don't know. I think it is super cool. Love the wing he put on there. He puts a lot of work in his build. He does a lot of off-road. He converts a lot of things into lifted trucks. And as you see right here, the 1971 Plymouth Barracuda with the lift kit. Dude, nice. That is freaking awesome. Love it. Then of course you got Paul SCHWOCH with the purple Mopar and the massive freaking engine. And this one right here, guys, that blower is like top fuel rated right there. And of course you got this little bitty JDM sitting super low on his dash. So that was probably his Real Rider for the day. Got some VW love. That is just too cool, man. And of course the General Lee. Stay tuned because I have a video featuring a awesome General Lee. But then we got Chuck Isaac in the house with this really sweet, I think it's a 67 Camaro with some graffiti graphics. It looks like nice white, very simple, but I love the colors of it. But yeah, Chuck, definitely appreciate you putting that build in here. And then we got Anthony Stark Samson with the Toyota rally car. This is the very first Toyota to ever be in a rally from Japan. That is a historical car right here. Then of course we got BOONALISH diecast with the 32 Ford in this top banana yellow. I know that's a Mopar term, but I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that on the Ford. I know that's probably blasphemy, but it is a very, very nice yellow. Then you got the Snowflake Impala lowrider. I really want one of those. That is just so freaking cool. How you can lay frame and of course have the hydraulics in there. Gosh, that thing is beautiful. And it looks like it's in a Spectre Flame blue with some pinstripes in there. And of course you got the lifted, I think it's an 87 Chevy. Yeah, you got a short bed lift kit with the Real Riders on there. I don't know. I'm just a huge fan of that color setup on the square bodies because we had a couple growing up. Then of course we got Mason Givens in the house with the City Turbo 2. Got a Honda CVCC and the VW. Colin GLEW representing in the Nissan freaking wagon. Look at that, man. Nice charcoal gray metallic slammed with some detail. You got the engine bay, you got the turbo kit right there that is in gold. That is just really nice. And then of course cool combi with the red backdrop. Now a lot of these guys I really wanted to zoom it as close as I could, but just depends on how the photos are sent in. This was as close as I was able to get, so I really wanted to capture the car itself because like you see here, guys, it is amazing what people are building. We got Aramis Rodriguez in the house from Puerto Rico in the F-150 Sandblaster. It's actually just casted as a Sandblaster, but it's actually based off the F-150 Raptor. But look at that, nice white. You got some details on there, Real Riders. It's probably one of my favorite fantasy slash not fantasy castings because it is based off of an F-150. Then we got National Automotives 49 in the red Baja. Now, I actually just picked this one up. I think it's a really cool mainline. You got the 356 deco on there, red wheels. You got that tri setup of the center exhaust with the wing. I think that could be really good as a custom. You got the Braille twin mule, which I'm still trying to get, but very, very clean. It's unique. And I definitely like the streamline of the twin mules. You got the Braille on the bottom, which I don't know what that's supposed to say. Maybe Hot Wheels. But look at that. I didn't know it had Braille on the bottom as well. That's super cool. And then we got this van, box van, with the white X on there. I don't know if that's a flag or what it is, but it's still a custom build right there. So you got to let me know down in the comments what that represents. But definitely some cool stuff you sent. You got the Bentley Continental GT3, of course, in that British race green. And then you got the Golf Camaro. Now, I've never seen that. I don't know if this is a custom or if that's how you got it, but this right here is the Decepticon Mustang from Transformers. Of course, the Barricade, which was a Celine S197, as you can see on the rear, but it's kind of tweaked a little bit because it's not a Mustang license, but you do have the Decepticon on the base, which I think is awesome detail. And of course, you got to have the VW if you're talking about Transformers. So you got the blue buggy. You got a lifted, I think it's a Ford Explorer. I don't know what brand that is, but very unique. Those wheels, you put some little rubber band tires on there, I think it'd be pretty sweet. Now, followed up, we have Charles Diecast Garage with the freaking Corvette in this beautiful baby blue metallic. I thought this was an awesome setup. Very classic of a color choice. Love the wheels. He was too concerned of the appearance on how perfect it came out, but I thought he did a phenomenal job. Then of course we got CC Studios in the house, starting out with some NASCAR. We got number 43 with the P51 livery on there. It's just, yeah, that's super cool. I love this one. It's got the fighter teeth on there. Another US Air Force livery for the 43. I believe that's Eric Jones, if I'm not mistaken. And then you got the Ford GT40 in white. I think this is the new Matchbox open body or moving parts version. So very clean mainline, very streamlined of a casting. Love that side shot right there. Beautiful silhouette. Like the Ford GT40s and GT90s and all that have awesome side shots. Then of course you have another one right here with some Real Riders in silver. Now I can't tell if that's a raw or maybe a silver metallic, but of course you got the number 21 freaking rig with the stock car, and that setup is awesome. I love the shot right there with the big rig and of course the trailer. And you cannot forget Kyle Petty. If you're talking NASCAR, you got the number 44 representing Hot Wheels, which was the staple of a lot of the cases that you saw around. Then you got the blue Fox body, classic setup, the Shelby 427 with the Hot Wheels race livery, and then of course the Porsche right here with the shell. I think it's the Porsche 962 and the Fox body in white. Now this one I was curious on because you can see some added vents and details. Tail lights are a little bit different. You got the tubbed drag slicks slammed underneath the body. Very interested in what brand this is. It looks like it'd be Johnny Lightning, but I'm not too sure. And then of course the Monte Carlo SS, black with the red stripe, very classic. My neighbor had one growing up, so this definitely takes me back to that just time frame of growing up, seeing that in the driveway. Man, those Monte Carlos are awesome. And then of course this one right here, you got a barn find Mustang. This seems a little Johnny Lightning, maybe Auto World, but I gotta find that one. I love the just barn find vehicles. I've had some custom sent in that were barn finds, and yeah, it gives a lot of character to a car. Caleb Peralta in the house. Love the last name because it just reminds me of the old skate brand Peralta. But lifted truck right here, super cool mud tires. That is what you call a mud vehicle. Then you got his dad, JP Peralta, rocking the Mercedes-Benz Unimog. I think this is new for 2023. So another really cool release of that one. You got the Lamborghini. I don't know which series Lamborghini that is, because there are so many out there. Maybe it is not a Lamborghini, I don't know, but very Lamborghini-ish. And then you got the rusty barn truck in blue. Very cool, but what's cooler is that car right there, the Toyota Celica, with the matching rust and patina, and it sits on that trailer. I think that is just too cool. Really good setup, so definitely love that. You got the Mach 1 in red with the gold stripes from Dale Garcia. This is another one of my favorite long hood Mustangs I have in the collection. So really clean mainline. They did this one the right way, gold and red. Just a good color setup. And of course, the rear, you have the plastic wing and metal body. So this was metal on metal. Now these right here from Apex Diecast 164, the Hoonigan truck. These are cars that every collector should have. I don't have them. They are very pricey, especially with the passing of Ken Block. I mean, these trucks are amazing. Love that truck, man. It is just a beast of a build. And then of course you have the Mustang, the Hoonicorn with the American flag hood. Oh man, I need to get one of those in the collection, but just, man, I'm glad that this car is in the car show along with the truck, because we have some crazy builds, we have some awesome customs, but then you have the showcase of the Hoonigan rides. And that is, oh my gosh, the Fox body, man. That is one I did forget about. He did build the Fox body, and that is probably the top, I don't know, top one on my list that I need to get. Then we got KOEN Ransom in the modified Shelby GT350. I believe he said he tried to convert it into a 2020, because I think that's a 2018 or 2016 Shelby GT350. Added some headlight details. Of course, it comes in that beautiful blue with the black and red pinstripe. Signature to the 350R. So very good to see a Shelby GT350 in the mix of the car show. Now this one right here is from Carl. My man got super creative and took the dairy delivery and chopped it in half to make a skinny delivery truck. Look at that. I told him it should be called Skinny Milk or Skim Milk, you know, because it's super skinny. But very cool casting. It's definitely one from the 90s that a lot of people had. They're still hard to find, but very awesome build. Miniature Mustangs in the house with the 58 Corvette. This thing is gorgeous. The red with the gray is probably one of the top 5 best color setups you can have. Slate gray and red, red and gold, black and red, of course. Beautiful freaking Corvette. Steve from Mustang Sally, or Sally 66 Mustang on Instagram, coming in with the Pace Car 65 convertible, or 64.5, I think. Then of course this anniversary, I don't have that one. That is a beautiful 65 convertible with the white walls. Very hard to find casting as well. Then you got the coupe coming in the red chrome Spectraflame. That is actually not even a Spectraflame. That is just a red chrome. And it looks like a 2+2 actually. Then coming in with the 67 coupe Real Rider. I think that's the Super, if I'm not mistaken. Love the red line wheels, the brown with the tan. And of course, Steve's gonna come in hot with the Mustangs because he is also a fellow Mustang collector. So you have this beauty right here. You have the number 14 in yellow. I don't know what casting that is, but I need to find that, along with this number 3. That is cool. The Hot Wheels flame wrapped around the body like that. I need to find that. And of course, with the red line wheels, it's going to be hard to find a loose one in good condition. But then you got this one as well. This is another, I think it's an RLC car. And the Boulevard Premium Mach 1. That is just beautiful. Luckily, I did get that one from a fellow collector and a mail call, so I'm glad to have that in the collection. And then, of course, you have the IMSA Mustang right here from Matchbox. Now, these are really cool. They're wide-bodied, super modified, and if you find them, pick them up. They're just really cool castings. You got the Mustang 2s right here. This looks like another drag type of Mustang. Got the fastback, of course, the drag parachute in the back. Another raced Mustang 2. This is really cool with the T-top. Yeah, just beautiful. Got blue interior. It's an interesting color combination, but it works. Then, of course, you got the Corgi Cobra Mustang right here with the opening hatch. They only come in the lace wheels. There's no wheel variations to that. And then, of course, you have another Fox body. This is an earlier one in red. Hard to find. Then you got the black one right here. Another one that you don't see too often. And then you got the SVO with the Real Rider swap. I think that came out really nice. And you cannot have a Fox body without mentioning the 93 Cobra. That's the beautiful RLC. And then the Falcon. I think this is a custom 93 Cobra from Maisto. That just looks really good. You got to let me know some more info on that one. And then this Mustang funny car opening body with the gold motor and interior. Now that is cool. I've never seen that one before. I don't know what series it comes out of. And then of course you got the Celine S7 in red chrome. Another heavy hitter of a favorite car of mine. Now they're probably not up there with Lamborghinis as far as speed and stuff, but I think the S7s were super cool. And then of course you got the Terlingua V6 Mustang. We have this one in a 1/64 scale, which is also another hard one to find. Then you have the reverse color in black and yellow, or yellow and black. And then these right here, guys, you got the 2020 GT500 on a massive lift kit, screaming of Eddie's custom right there. And of course you got the 93 Cobra sitting on a lift kit, probably from Gravedigger, but it was a perfect color choice for it. So yeah, Eddie does some really good off-road builds. SIMPLEMAN Mustang Diecast bringing in the Mach 1 Twister Special. These cars are super rare in real life. If you see one, you'd have to check the VIN, make sure the block number matches, because yeah, there's a lot of clones out there, but I love the competition orange. The Twister Special is just a very special piece in the Mustang world itself. And of course you got the legendary shaker hood, just a beauty. And there we go, rocking on to the Camaro. You got the black stripes, SS, maybe it's a SSRS, I can't really see anything up close. But of course you got the beautiful red with the black top, open hood. Of course it looks like maybe a 1/24 scale car. And then finishing up with the Mustang convertible black with the red interior. Very classic. This is what I'm talking about, guys. When you do a diecast showcase, seeing cars presented like this really takes the toy element out of it and really just gets you into appreciating what the casting actually offers. Like this right here, massive tuned muscle machines, just looks amazing. Lee Maples in the house with the 69 Corvette with the Real Riders, more like a Super Treasure Hunt clone. Life and Death diecast in the Mach 1. This is a diecast, guys, and look how realistic that is. That looks like an auto art. Just the detail alone is just beautiful. Look at that, guys. The wheels, the brakes, the lenses, everything about that casting is very, very realistic. Christopher Mobley in the 67 Camaro. Another beautiful Chevy in red with the black stripes. COLIN GLEW in the house with some custom HKS's. Got the Skyline sitting really nice on some 6-spoke wheels. The blue tattered or camouflage version of the HKS. I think that looks really good. And then of course, as you saw in the background, you have this little bitty guy right here. The little Honda with the HKS with the bronze 6 spokes. I think that is awesome color choice. So both HKS's look very, very good. Strictly Diecast is back with the KOEN square body. KOEN was like my band growing up. So you have the Freak on the Leash, I believe, on the back of this truck. And yeah, beautiful build right here. Just simple. But of course, a huge shout out to KOEN and Strictly for building this truck and adding his customs to this car show. Just legendary. You got the 55 gasser in green with the pink glass, which is not uncommon. The 55 gassers, or even gassers in the day, had colored windows, so it's not out of the world to have colored glass like that. but I think that build is just beautiful. And then I believe followed up, we have this little Datsun in red with the black top, very clean. It's something I would expect at like Cars and Coffee or just any type of car show, but very, very, very clean. Then of course the Mustang, which is now in my collection. We have the Monster Energy, which has the best wheels that you can ever put on a monster car, the 6-spoke Real Riders. His detail on this car was insane. He got the Strictly Diecast logo on the roof. Just beautiful build right there. Look at that. Huge shout out to Strictly for sending these customs in as well. Followed up by Jack Miller, another 32 Ford in yellow. It looks like yellow is the color for the 32 Fords, but I love the barn in the back, sitting in the grass, kind of like you would see this out in the country, just sitting on someone's yard. You got the tractor in the back. I like that. Very creative for the photo. Then we got Amazing Cars 13 bringing in the Mini GT Bugatti. This is beautiful. I mean, the lines, the detail, the exotic factor of the Bugatti. We have another one in blue. Just immaculate. And of course, nice little granite countertop, of course, to complement these beautiful cars. So Mini GTs right here. You got the white one. I think the white one's nice, but I think that first blue one is probably my favorite out of these three. Just the lines on it and the aggression that casting had was choice. And then this one, I think this is the Cadillac Seville. I could be totally wrong. You guys let me know. John Schaefer in the house. Now this one, F-150 lifted out of Hot Wheels. The detail on this truck is awesome. I don't know what scale this is, but as you can see, opening doors, massive, looks like 28-inch wheels wrapped with some off-road tires. Of course, you got this little square body right there just for scale reference. That is actually a pretty big truck. Looks like you got some hydraulic switches, maybe some air suspension underneath the tonneau cover. Very, very nice. Thank you so much for sending that one. Eric F. with the old school truck and Harley in the back. Looks like we have another Ford Coupe in blue. Nice Real Rider choice. Jody Sims, pink Corvette. First pink car we've seen so far. And I love the satin finish. You have a white vinyl top. You still have the basic wheels on there, but it works out very nice because they are bigs and skinnies, which are signature to that Corvette gasser itself. But still, very nice details to it, very clean, and I love it, man. Thank you so much for sending that one in. Look at the detail on the front. Nice headlights, real work. Very, very nice. Then Xavier from Diecast Show Customs bringing in the Datsun 510s. Beautiful, beautiful customs, man. Wow. Troy Perry bringing in the Jesco. This thing is cool. It has three personalities. You got blue on one side, burnt reddish orange on the other, and gold separating it down the center. Now this blue kind of has a green little color swing to it, but look at that. 3-color trifecta on the Jesco. That is just too freaking cool. I love it, man. Very, very cool custom sent in. Furiously Collecting sent in a beautiful purple Porsche sitting in front of the garage. Definitely dig the diorama, but the car itself is well done. Beautiful finish, the wheel choice, everything about it. Just, you gotta love the Porsches, man. You cannot go to a car meet or car show and not expect to see a beautiful Porsche sitting out there. Andre Cruz bringing in the Cougar, the 68 Cougar in this beautiful cherry red with the white wheels, making that color pop, and that is just beautiful. Looks like you got the Mailman logos on the side. Andre Cruz does some really awesome builds. Old Man Diecast also in the house, bringing in the Nitrous Express Camaros, followed up by a Harley Davidson version. Beautiful wheel choice for that one. Then you got the Speed Shop van. Don't know what the casting is, but that thing is wicked cool. And this right here, guys, all you golf lovers out there, check that out, man. That is cool. Autism awareness, of course. Beautiful 510 Datsun for that. And the General Lee bringing it modern on the new Dodge Challenger with the American flag instead of the battle flag. And then you got the 55 gasser with the skull, or Grim Reaper, I should say, and the Dale truck. That, my man, is super cool. I had to leave it in there. Then, of course, you got another wicked Camaro with some velocity stacks, gold wheels. You have the Impala and the delivery van, which the Rat Fink, yeah, that is nice. This beautiful beast right here of a rat rod, I don't know what that is, but that is just too freaking cool. Got another 55 gasser build with the heart and ribbon on there. And of course, Pussycat bringing in the new Jeep. Now his builds right here, you're gonna see a really cool theme. You got a satin gold cool combi. And then of course you got the Mazda 787 Bravo with the white lace wheels, so very simple wheel swap. Corvette C8 in satin gold as well. Got the black wing. Then you got the Corvette gassers, one in satin black, one in flat gray or primer gray, and the bone shakers. Check that out. A lot of variety here. You see the black and gold theme. Definitely loving it. You got the Shelby Cobra black and gold. Nice choice as well. I love the black and gold theme. You got the Corvette black and gold as well. You got one satin finish, one gloss, and the GT500s and Mustangs with the black and gold. Gotta throw it around, man. That just looks really cool. Beautiful, simple colors, but works out for each casting in their own way. You got the beautiful McLaren Senna in the gold as well, with some cars in the back. Trucks, my man does it all. Pussycat customizes everything and anything. And here we go. Beautiful Porsche with the white 10 spokes. Very clean, very subtle. Another Mazda with the blue and gold this time. Gold lace wheels or gold 5 spokes. And of course the Pagani Zonda and Pagani Huayra finishing up with gold. Then we got Heath McRail in the Mercedes-Benz wagon shooting brake in the beautiful color shift blue into purple. Nice Real Riders taillight detail is off the chain. Of course, you got the headlight details as well. So Heath, my man, thank you so much for being able to put your car in. And of course, Mustang Hunter Diecast got to finish up with some cars of my own. This is Tyrese's car from Fast and Furious, another 132 scale. And just really wanted to showcase, you know, me getting into the photography of my castings, really trying to capture it. This Matchbox wheel swap, super simple, but NASCAR wheels look great on everything. But the S550 that Matchbox did, I believe they have done the best one out there as far as any brand. I've had Auto World, I've had Johnny Lightning S550s, and I think the Matchbox version came out the best. Then you got the Mustang sports roof right here, the long hood in brown metallic. Now I also wheel swapped this one. I put some Matchbox basic wheels on there, took the Real Riders off. Yes, I took Real Riders off, but I wanted to give it the look that it needed for the correct era. And then you got the 2010 Mustang GT in the ruby red, slammed with the massive Carroll Shelby style wheels. I believe this is Big Time Muscle, and then followed up by the Chevy Impala Premium from Fast and the Furious. Just another beautiful Chevy to throw in the lineup. Yeah, just the angles, the stance, the rake of this car, the side shot right there is just the epitome of a beautiful Impala. Absolutely love it. And then you got the Maisto Chevy right here. I think it's a 55. But don't pass them up, guys. When you see Adventure Force or those cheap Maistos, pick them up, because a simple wheel swap like this made it look great. It has a beautiful pearlescent orange with the black, and it already has the details, so might as well pick it up. And of course, you got the 95 Cobra convertible from Matchbox with the Real Riders. You have the nice tan interior. But overall, guys, I cannot thank you all so much for participating in the very first Diecast car show. There is not one else out there, and we had so many people get involved with it, and I cannot thank you enough. So you all made this happen. Thank you all so much for taking the time to send in your photos and of course your customs, your builds. And I just really wanted to share it with the world, especially for those that don't have a YouTube channel or don't really post it out there. I want everyone's hobby to be able to be shared. So that's why I came up with the Diecast Car Show, to really put it out there for you guys. So Again, thank you all so much. I definitely appreciate all the love and support we constantly get on the channel. And there's always going to be more to come, guys. There's going to be a better way of doing the car show. I got to put a separate file. That way all the photos go in there, because I was going through different emails and Instagram and Facebook trying to track down who owns which photo, which custom. It was very hard, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up, and of course comment down below. But until next time, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.